a device that is white when you're in your room, but full of color when you step out into the sun. What's poppin', everyone? Adama here. Now, the Tecno Camon 19 Mondrian is a new device. Well, it's not actually new. This is basically, in all sense of the word, just the Tecno Camon 19 Pro, but with a brand new finish on top. So it's still sporting the MediaTek Helio G96. It still has that 64 megapixel main camera. It still has the 50 megapixel telephoto camera. It still has that useless 2 megapixel depth camera. It still has the 32 megapixel selfie camera. It still has that IPS LCD 120 Hz display. It still has that 1080p panel. I mean, it's technically just the Tecno Camon 19 Pro, but with an added layer of spice on top. The layer of spice that Tecno added to this is what Tecno is referring to as sunlight drawing. Now, basically, sunlight drawing is polychromatic photoisomer technology. This was unveiled by Tecno much earlier in the year. Basically, in the simplest terms possible, it's a material that reacts to sunlight to create color. Whenever you are indoors where there's no color, the phone appears to be white, colorless. But the moment you step into the sunlight and the ultraviolet rays of the sun hit the phone, it begins to react, and then you start to see colors appearing on the phone. It's a cool feature to have, I guess, if you just want to wow people. Though I wonder why anyone would actually care about this. Well, maybe for people who are artistic, because the name Mondrian actually refers to an artist who designs abstract art. Now, I'm not an art student. I have never been into art, really. So maybe the creative people who are into arts and into abstract arts may be interested in this device. But now, if you're here in this video wondering, should you go Mondrian or should you go regular Pro? There is no difference. The two phones are literally the same. It's just a little gimmick that makes this one stand out from the other. If you decide to go for the regular Pro, you won't have a problem. If you decide to go for the Mondrian, you still won't have a problem. The only upside that I can see the Mondrian having is just that extra bit of wows you'll get from people when they see your phone going from white to colored. That's basically it. There's nothing else to it. This isn't really new tech if you think about it. Earlier, a few years ago, OnePlus revealed their cameras that can hide themselves. Now, those ones were using a different kind of technology. They were using electric shocks to make the glass lose its transparency and regain it, just with the amount of electricity that's passed through it. But this uses sunlight, so yeah, there isn't really much to say. It's a cool thing to have. I wish I could change it to any color I like. I just feel bad for this phone because I don't know whether it's worth getting it. Like, if you're going to buy a case for this phone, I beg you in the name of God, just go to the regular Pro. Leave this phone alone. This phone is meant to be flexed without a case, like a normal person would do, which is what I am. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this phone in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.